Hey, welcome to episode of Beers, Jack of Barbecue. Check out these tomahawks we did tonight. Hey, I'm Craig, man behind the camera's Jack. You heard me right in that intro. Tomahawks, two nice ones here. Just got them before Memorial Day when they had them at Costco. It's the only time we've been getting them. And we got a good 120-minute dogfish head here. So if you follow our channel, you kind of know that means we got something new. And I said it before when we did an accessory and we did some tomahawks on it that there were no grills in the future. Well, a grill became in the future. And it's sitting right next to me over here. So it's a Rec Tec 380. So like the kettle style pellet grill. So again, wasn't planning anything. My wife's company had a great deal again. It was like they were giving it away to me with the pellets that I got and the money I saved in that. I had to get it. So add another grill to the arsenal. We're gonna do our tomahawks as we do our traditional kind of first cook on the show with a good beer, good steaks. See you on the grill. All right, so here it is, the Rec Tec 380 Bullseye. Like I said, picked it up. Just another pellet grill for me. We did some cooks on it, still trying to figure everything out. I would do a tray in there just to catch drippings because I'm still trying to figure out some grease management in there. And I forgot to mention, we salted them before we vacuum sealed them. And then about 2 hours ago, I hit them with Pit Patriots All Purpose seasoning. This is my go-to steak rub that I use on every steak anymore. It's just such a good balanced seasoning. I suggest picking some of that up. So I have this running around 250. We're just gonna let this ride, probably flipping when they get to about 80 degrees. Kind of our normal 110, we're gonna pull them off and then crank this thing up as high as it goes. And that's pretty much what we're gonna see today. So I will remove the tray before we go to try to finish the final sear. Says it can get up towards 700 degrees, so we're gonna see what happens. We'll see it back here when it reaches about 80. All right, so one of them reached 80. I'm gonna check them out and probably flip them around here. Yeah, it makes sense now why one's reading a little bit higher than the other here. So I'm gonna reposition them. Let them go till they get to about 110. So we'll see it back here and we'll do some better readings once we get a little closer. All right, so the one reached 110 already, so I'm gonna yank that off. I did double check it, and it is reading true. So I'm gonna pull this one off. We're gonna let it sit. This one's at like 101, so I'm gonna let that go for just a few more minutes before we start cranking this thing up. All right, the other one got to temperature. We're gonna pull it off. I'm gonna let these things sit while I crank up the grill. I am gonna remove that pan. I was just wanted to catch dripping so I didn't have a fire, too much of a fire when I start searing these things off. So we'll bring you back when this baby is nice and hot. All right, so it's saying it's got 748 right now. We're gonna put these on. There's a lot of hot, it's hot for sure. We're gonna try the minute aside, minute aside, minute aside, minute aside. So see what happens here. All right, that was 1 minute. Go another minute. All right, another minute. I'll leave the grill open for a little while here to see how that kind of plays out as well. All right, last minute here. Oh yeah. It's gonna switch position for just a little bit here. All right, time to pull them off. Boy, they look good. As always, cheers. Here we are, end of the cook. two nice Tomahawks on the Rec Tec 380 Bullseye. So as I mentioned in the beginning, no plans to get another new grill this year. Deal came up, worked out great for me getting a new grill. So got it, and only done it a few times. You saw I had a tray in there to catch some of the juice, but it actually didn't flame too bad while we were searing it off, so I was really happy the way that worked. Still trying to figure out how to keep everything clean in the bottom, but again, seems no problem so far. One thing I didn't notice, that set for 250, had the meter probes in here, and they were reading around 300 the whole time. So I'll watch that a little bit more as I start using this grill a little bit more, but I've done ribs already, and I thought they got done a little quick, and that may be the case where the temperature's reading for the grill stays rock solid. Just gonna check the other ambient temperatures within that grill. But cooked these Tomahawks as we always do to 80 degrees. Flipped them, got them to about 110. Pulled the one was bigger, but I think it's not quite as thick. That got to 110 first, so we pulled that off. Let this one get to 110, pull them all off, and set it to Riot mode, which we were reading 748 was the highest I saw. I want to say it might have hit 750, but looked like it did a nice sear on these things. So next thing to do is, well, I should have said we actually salted them before we vacuum sealed them this time and put them in the freezer. See how that worked. I think we need a little more salt to do that, and next time we'll try that. And then hit them about 2 hours ago with Pit Patriot's All Purpose seasoning. Like I said, my go-to seasoning for steaks. Pick some of that up. Let's cut into these things, see how we did. Oh, I didn't even mention, my wife and I were away, had a nice ribeye, and they put lobster butter on top. So of course, I think, well, what can I do to make that similar? And I mixed some crab meat with butter, put it on top, let the butter melt on top, just have some crab meat there. So let's see what this did. Oh yeah. So let me get a little bite here, get some crab meat over here to the corner. Take a little off the side here. Nothing like some of that butter flavor, some crab meat, excuse me, and a perfectly cooked steak seasoned with this all-purpose. Like I said, so balanced. This is going to be a good one tonight, so you'll be seeing more of that grill hit from now on. Still try to mix it up, how we show all our different grills and different cooks, and similar meats on same cook on different grills to show everybody how it's done. And keep it like what you're seeing, subscribe to the channel, click the bell, get notifications, and we'll see you next time.